Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the Mullen High School Broadcast Network. Garage Talks, Episode 3. It's here. It's Spencer Dempsey, Aiden Bress. First thing we're going to talk about today, on the road, Malden last week. Tough loss against Gaffney. Aiden, tell me a little bit about what we saw there.
I say like we said last week, it was really weird situation. We ended up playing Thursday night instead of Friday night because Hurricane Florence was on the way, and we ended up no rain at all during that game. So it ended up good call by Greenville County for overall for that one. But as for the game itself, final score 27-9 in favor of the Gaffney Indians. Is like we mentioned previewing it, they're huge. They're a very good team. State 5A football runs through them, and they really showed it in that game. And I think the biggest thing, though, is they came in number 4 in the state, but Malden looked really good overall in the game. They moved the football well on offense. We saw a whole lot of different variations of offense, which we'll talk about in a minute. But the defense really held this Gaffney offense in check was what I really like to see. And even special teams, Ben Doherty ended up not playing, but it was great to see Aldemar Jimenez step up, actually made a field goal during the game, had some great punts that really changed the game, because we've had tough situations where field position ended up being crucial in our games, but we ended up doing very well in special teams in this one. But overall, I think it was a really good performance by the Mavs, and one that, yeah, you're mad you didn't win, but it was a good game overall.
Overall, yeah, I mean, you have to pick and choose where you look, though, because you definitely had some questionable calls officiating that didn't go Malden's way that factored in. You definitely there was some plays that just got away from Malden defensively. There was a lot of tough breaks for Malden offensively. There was a lot of times that we didn't finish drives the way we would like to. Carelessness with the football. So overall, Malden did a decent job of holding on to the football. They weren't able to put points on the board, though. What really matters in a football game, to beat the opponent, you have to put points on the board, and finishing drives just wasn't something that you saw happen a lot.
But I think the biggest thing, though, is like when we say they moved the football, they were down to I think it was the 15-yard line. So Malden came out in this new formation. I was calling it the full house because it looked like a full house, but Spencer corrected me, it's called the flex. They came out in that. They really moved football really well, had a whole lot of moving parts to it. Mitchell Norman was the spearhead, the leader of that formation, and they had a whole lot of different guys running the ball and having blocking, a whole lot of different schemes you saw through that formation. But that one drive, like in the first half, we had 2 drives. I think it was back-to-back, where we went the entire field. We got down to like their 15-yard line, and then a penalty came. I think it was an illegal shift, pushed us back 15 yards.
Yeah, it was. There was illegal shifts. There was false starts that really just because when you throw in a formation like that, that's new to the team. This is your first time running it the whole season. I believe probably the first time running it for like anybody that's on the team.